Hey, Creataholics. I want to take a minute to talk about something that we've all experienced, whether we were 2 years old or we're 7 years old. Boredom. And we have a tendency to look at boredom as a negative thing. I remember when I was a kid, I'd go to my parents, I'm so bored. And they would look at me like I was stuck up, spoiled kid because they're like, you shouldn't be bored because there's lots of work to do. There's lots of things that we provided for you to entertain you. Why don't you go find something to do? I realized quickly that saying I was bored didn't really lead to places that I wanted to, to things that I wanted to do, let's say. Usually it led to a chore of some kind. But boredom, I think as you get older, boredom to me is the key to creativity. Let me tell you why I think that. I think it is the key to creativity because our nervous system, when we're bored, is almost always at peace. When we're bored, I'm bored. You can just imagine a little kid. I'm so bored. That's the nervous system just saying, I'm at peace and there's nothing chasing me. There's no lions about to eat me. I'm just bored. And what happens in boredom, I like to say, with boredom comes great responsibility, because when you're bored, that leaves space for thoughts, leaves space for ideas, it leaves space for creation. And if we take our times of boredom to create and to really think about, okay, I'm at peace, there's nothing chasing me, I'm stable, I have everything here that I need, let's make something. Let's try to get into a flow state. Because we've all been in situations where we're trying to be creative, but we got to pay these bills, we got the phones ringing, the emails are coming in, and you can't be creative in that situation. So to me, with boredom comes great responsibility. And that responsibility is, it's time for you to make something beautiful. And it's time for you to make something beautiful, whether it's painting, music, writing a book. It's a beautiful moment in your day or where you're at, where you have the opportunity to create something. And recently, over Thanksgiving, I was doing so much work leading up to Thanksgiving. And then I took like 4 days where I really didn't do anything. One day I slept until like 3:30. And I kept that, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. But after those 4 days, the next day, I was so fresh and I had just allowed myself to be bored, allowed myself to rest. And then after those days, it was like a light switch just went on. And I just was full of these creative ideas. And in that particular thing, that season of those 3 or 4 days where I felt really great and creative, I got a lot of things done that I normally, if I was in fight or flight, or if I was panicking and running around and taking care of all these other things, I was able to get stuff done. So next time you're bored, I want you to try to reframe in your mind and say, am I bored, or is this a ticket or a gateway or a door to being more creative? And I think if you reframe that and you practice that muscle of, okay, everybody's at peace, everybody's taken care of, what can I make today? What can I make that's an expression of who I am? So go forth in your boredom, make beautiful things. And until next time, peace and love. Thank you so much for listening. If you're new to meditation, experienced with meditation, or looking for a new one to add to your collection, go to creataholics.us to download my free custom meditation, A Glowing Heart. It'll guide you on a journey with handcrafted music to bring light and energy to our most valuable asset, our heart. Peace and love.